Hey guys, it's Kay, and today I am here not to do a wig review, but to do more of a tutorial on wigs that have a set part. I had somebody reach out to me on Facebook in one of the hair groups that I'm a part of, and she was like, help, I have this wig, it's got a set part, what do I do? It doesn't look good. And so I'm like, let me do a video on that. So here I am. I don't own a whole lot of wigs that have a set part just because I prefer the monofilament top. To me, it looks more natural on me. And I don't have any brand new wigs fresh out of the box where I can show you from start to finish the whole process. But it's not a lot of steps involved anyways. It's actually pretty easy to work with a wig that has a set part. The first thing I would do is when you take it out of the box, the part's going to look like shit. They always put a lot of hair right in the middle of the part. You can't really see through it very much. This is kind of a shittier one that I have. So step one that you're going to do is you're just going to take a pair of tweezers and just like so. And you're going to start tweezing away at your part. Now you want to make sure when you have your tweezers, you want to grab the very base of the hair, but you do not want to grab the lace. So make sure you're grabbing the base of the hair and not the lace. Now I was surprised the first time I did this how hard it is on some of these wigs to pull the hair out. And it can take you a while. So I kind of do it as I'm watching TV, but you're just going to start the front, kind of go up one side of the part, down the other. One thing that makes it look a little bit natural is if your part's not completely perfect. So maybe take a little bit more hair out of this one little area here and then a little bit less over here and just make it look not quite so perfect. But that does help make it look a lot more realistic. When you get the width of the part that you want, then what I always do is right at the front of the part, right where my knuckle is here, nobody has a perfect 90-degree angle of hair at the front of their part. So I always, and actually I'm going to grab my other wig to show you because it looks better on that one. But at that front of that part, tweeze a little bit more. Make it a little bit wider right there. Because you can see right where the hair stops, like where your forehead would meet. If you make that a little bit wider, it helps not make it look so perfect because it seems like if it's a perfect 90-degree angle, that's all people are going to be staring at when they look at you. Is like, how did she get her part so perfect? And that's all they're going to fixate on. Is it number one, it looks fake, and number two, it's just like it's going to draw attention away from your face, which is when you're talking where you want the attention to be. So this is actually one of my better parts. I did it not too long ago, and I love this wig, by the way. This was a cheap $40 wig, and it's gorgeous. The only thing I don't like is that it's a center part, and I hate center parts. Anyway, so once you get that tweezed, again, tweeze the very front down at the bottom here. Make it a little bit wider than the rest of the part to make it look like that's where your hair is spreading apart. Step two is you're going to take, I think I got this for free when I bought something at Ulta maybe. Just a little like eyeshadow brush, or it's like real thin. But you're going to take this, and you can use whatever you want, really. Concealer, foundation, cheap dollar store stuff, whatever you want. Now, some people use powder to do this. I make too big of a mess using powder on my part, so I don't use that. I use L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation. And by the way, this stuff is awesome. Don't even need to wear powder. But anyways, put a little bit of that on the tip of my brush. A lot of people will tell you, oh, you just do that and then you go down your part. What I have found is if I put the foundation on my brush and I just go like this down my part, I end up with foundation all over the hair. And then it's impossible to get it all off, and it just looks like you have shit in your hair. So I flip it inside out like this. I take my brush, put my foundation on the end, and then I don't brush it down the part. I just sort of put it in one spot, wiggle it a little bit, spread the foundation around, move it up a little bit, wiggle, move it up, wiggle. And what that helps do is it helps it evenly distribute the foundation, number one. But number two, it kind of bleeds through to the lace on the other side without getting it all over the hair. So you don't end up with all this crap up here. And it tends to look a lot more natural. So you kind of want to go down the entire length of the part. And this also helps kind of bring out the imperfections if you make your part not quite so perfect. That sort of helps it really brings it out, makes it look natural. So that's really all there is, honestly, to making your part look more natural. You can top it off with, depending on if you're, skin complexion and things like that, I would use a foundation that's a couple shades lighter than what you put on your face, because no one's scalp gets a lot of sun, obviously. That's going to be really pale compared to your face on your skin on your face. So I would get it maybe a shade or two lighter than what you normally do. But also it helps to bring out the color of the scalp under the part. If you wear a like flesh colored wig cap, or some people like to use the wig grip bands. I don't understand those. They just give me a headache, and they make me have this gap between my wig and my head, and I don't know. But some people really like those, and you can get those in like a flesh color as well. And then when that sits under the part, it really looks good. It does. But that's all I've got as far as making your part look more natural. I hope this helped somebody out. You know, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. I will definitely write you back. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Give this video a like, and I'll see you next time.